Hello everybody, I'm Pure Sarcasm and this is my reaction to Blade Runner. Well, the new Blade Runner came out yesterday actually, and I got a chance to go to it and take a look at it. I will have to tell you, it is pretty good. And I know that some of you are going to be shocked by that he actually said a movie was good. But no, I really enjoyed it and I thought it was a good time, really deep. It still explores the same themes that the first movie has. The idea of what is real, what is life, and doesn't really matter. So if you've seen the first one and you really enjoy that one, this one I think even goes a step further in those kind of themes. It plays with them a little bit, it toys with the ideas. I'm not going to do any spoilers, that's the whole point, is I'm trying to stay away from all those spoilers. But the themes are still there, the themes are really good, and it goes into it deeper as far as that point goes. I will say this though, the cinematography is a lot lighter. While the world seems still very futuristic and very sci-fi classic, it isn't as dark. And I don't mean as dark as in, like that crushing feeling of doom. I mean like the palette isn't as dark. It's also, by contrast, not as colorful. That was the thing that you really noticed about the first movie, was that oppressive, dark kind of feel to it, kind of old, kind of ancient, rusting, falling apart, but then it would have this contrast of all these sharp colors. This one, they've brightened it up quite a bit, so you can see the action a lot better, which is nice. And I can't tell if that was just a director's choice or just the technology nowadays. With better cameras come better shots and better ideas of what you can portray on the screen. The acting, as far as things goes, was pretty great. Ryan Gosling's in it, and he does his role just fine. Robin Wright's in it, and I love that because it seems like there's she's been doing a lot of new things with the Wonder Woman movie, and then this, she's fine in it. I will tell you, there were a couple of big surprises for me. First of all, Dave Bautista's in it. If you don't know who Dave Bautista is, Dave Bautista, from the wrestling world and then from Guardians of the Galaxy, and now in this, and he plays a short part, but it's really good and different for him. I'm really happy about that. Harrison Ford, of course, is in it. You've seen that in the trailers, no spoilers there. This is one of the more emotional, kind of deep roles for Harrison. I was really impressed with the sections that he played. For most part, a lot of his characters are pretty flat. If you've watched a lot of his chronology as far as acting goes, other than the big three that he stars in. This one got a little deep sometimes. It was really, really nice. I liked seeing that emotion. Of course, Jared Leto almost steals the show. He has some pretty creepy spots in this, but that's kind of what Jared Leto does nowadays, is he plays the outstanding creepy dude. But there is a star that's in it, and Anna's in it, and she is breathtaking. Just the emotional thing that holds the whole movie together. And she's a fairly new actress, plays a character named Joy, which plays into the story, of course, and it's just breathtaking. She is incredible in this movie on a lot of different levels, and that's the one person that kind of really got me, was her. To sum things up, I will say this, just go see it. If you like deeper movies, if you like fun movies, if you like, it's not action-y, it's not as sci-fi, it's not really deep, but it does take place in the future. They've kind of written it off and said that this is kind of an alternate timeline now, because you'll see companies that exist in the future that don't exist now, kind of thing. That has to do with Blade Runner, the first one. Companies like Pan Am still existed in Blade Runner and they don't exist now. But I would say definitely go see it. But before you see it, make sure you see the first one. It's kind of important to set up a lot of different factors. If you don't see the first one, you are going to be missing out on major plots in this movie. This is definitely a sequel that needs that background. I would also recommend that you take a look at the 3 shorts they created for this movie. The director basically said, hey, I got 3 friends that are going to be doing shorts for me for this movie. 2 of them are vital to really help you with the plot. One of them is a nice character piece. Dave Bautista's in it, and it's kind of neat. It's a nice little character piece. But before you see this movie, see the first one. Watch the shorts. It does help out, especially with some of the more exposition-y spots. They do the writing at the beginning of the movie to help catch you up as far as stuff goes. One thing I noticed is the writing was a little small. I know I'm blind, but I wish the letters were a little bit bigger, and would have made it a little easier to read. But get ready from that right away. They're going to hit you with some written exposition right away to try to catch you up. If you've watched the shorts, if you watched the first one, it makes it a little easier. But that's all for now. If you like this video, please like and share it. Subscribe to the channel. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it's @PureSarcasm. I've been Pure Sarcasm. Enjoy.